Newcastle United 1, Arsenal 2. So you see this particular game, when I was doing my preview of this game, I mentioned that it was going to be a very, very difficult game for Arsenal to navigate. But that I see Arsenal nicking it. However, Newcastle proved today that even though they were not at their best, because that midfield battle that we usually see, Joelinton, Guimaraes, and Tonali against whoever is playing for Arsenal, that bites, it wasn't so much there today. And towards the ending of the game when Arsenal were chasing the win, both Martinelli and Gyökeres kept making, inside runs behind the defenders, but Arsenal were not passing the ball. It's a nice win for Arsenal, but as an Arsenal fan, I'm not going to get carried away. I think there are some things that this team could do a lot much better and quicker. For instance, when Arsenal went 1-0 down, a beautiful goal by Watamade, and the Arsenal players were just complaining. I saw no reason for their complaints because it was a clean goal for me. It was just a slight touch on Gabriel, and then he went over and was appealing for a foul, a free kick, which the referee rightly ignored. Now, when the game started, Arsenal could have, won this game in the first half. And I'm very scared whenever Arsenal go behind against teams like Newcastle, Crystal Palace, teams like Bournemouth, Fulham. Because these teams, they have good players that could punish you on the counter-attack. And that was what was playing out against Newcastle United today. But luckily, Arsenal were able to, win it at the death of the game. Now, this game, there were lots. First off, Arsenal are losing, and then they are still passing the ball very slow. For some, passes they could have just taken just one touch, just pass the ball, but they were romancing it. It's something that needs to change. The transition needs to be a lot much quicker. Yes, everybody that played today, they played well. I have no complaints with how the individual players performed. You could see Eberechi Eze. He was getting off shots in that first half. If not for Nick Pope, Liz Arsenal would have scored like 2 goals in that first half alone. But then, that's what a good defense and a good goalkeeper gives you if you're a Newcastle fan. Sad one for them to lose today. Congratulations, Arsenal and Arsenal fans. But then, we'll need to see quicker transition. You understand? Depth of the squad came to the fore again today. You could see that the midfield had a lot of creativity. In fact, we had creativity today. Starting Eberechi Eze, you could see what he offers. He's that man that 1 touch, 2 touches, very precise. He's just doing his thing. And then, another thing I noticed, you see, keeping some players on the bench will prove very crucial. You see, Odegaard came on today. He provided the assist for the winner, that corner kick. But if you were starting him, I doubt if he would be able to do that. But then, when everyone is fighting for their place, this is what can happen. Everyone will be hungrier. I was against that substitution of Bukayo Saka because we were chasing 2 goals because we were goal down. And then I was like, well, but I just said, maybe there is something the manager is doing that we've not seen. So, but at the end of the day, Arsenal won. So, congratulations.